what's up, y'all? It's Shanae Nicole, his millennial housewife, and welcome to day 5 of the Proverbs 31 and 22 challenge. So, let's dive right in. We are on verse 14. It says, "She is like the merchant ships. She bringeth her food from afar." So, when I read this scripture, I tried to put myself in her shoes. So, we know back in her day, she didn't have cars or traditional transportation the way that we're accustomed to. So when it says that she's like a merchant ships, and she brings the food from afar, that means that she has to be intentional about what it is that she was feeding her family. She had to know exactly what it is that she was intending to give to her family, and she had to do what was necessary to go get that. That could mean getting up earlier. That could mean planning ahead, so she already knew the meals that she was going to prepare. And I also think of it as, she was willing to travel the extra mile to get the best quality that her family needed. So pulling that out into the real world today, that's exactly what I'm thinking of. I think of being willing to do the extra work to make sure that our family is eating the best that they possibly can. And that might mean different things for different people. For me, because I complain like, dang, I wish there was more randazzles around here, because I don't want to drive that far for the produce that I want, right? But this woman, she's willing, she's willing to do that. If that means that not only you're getting a good quality of food, but it may be economical for the family. So she's really, as virtuous women, we really need to make sure that we're doing all that we can, putting in that effort to make sure that our family is eating good. Not always looking for convenience. And that's what my husband teases me about. Like, you just trying to always be so convenient. I'm like, give me the already chopped vegetables. I want one-pot meals. Whatever is going to make it easier for me. But I'm seeing like that's not necessarily always the best way. I remember I'm following a young lady, and she's big on meal prepping for the family. So she wrote a book, and she was talking about the importance of planning out your meals ahead of time, even before you go grocery shopping, and putting together that list. So when you do go to the store, you're just very meticulous and knowing exactly what it is that you need. And then that way you don't have to make multiple trips to the store, right? You're getting everything then. So that means that there's some planning on the front end. If she's going afar to get the food like a merchant ship, that means that she had to plan ahead the day, right? It's not one of those things like, oh, I need to run to the store right quick. It wasn't no right quick back then. So we could take that example. Yes, it's great to have the conveniences that we have, but there's value in planning those meals ahead of time. So just keep that in mind. Maybe you've already done your grocery shopping this week, but starting up this next week, plan out some of the meals that you're going to do. Make sure that they're healthy. Make sure that they're quality meals. And I would love to hear how that goes for you. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow.